O Domine somnium habui, eri ne veniat verum, in cielo deprehensus cum homibus, quos ego novi.
Where were you last night?
What do you mean?
I called in to see you, but you weren't here. I looked all over the monastery, but you weren't about.
Oh, I went to that barn dance in the village hall.
You what?
Well, I did call for you, but you had your headphones on and were playing the air guitar, you know. Anyway, I didn't want to disturb you, so I went on my own.
You know I wanted to go on there.
So? Will there be another one next year, duh?
I'm telling Pugwash you were out where you shouldn't have been.
I'm telling Pugwash. Well, if you tell Pugwash about that, then I'm going to tell him that it was you, who wrote that rude message about him on the toilet wall.
No. Spencer, you're going to hell.
Why do punish me so, Lord? Lack of funds until my pension is sorted, and the lingerie company send me a catalogue of all these lovely items in their sale.
That Crench fellow is... Are you wearing makeup?
Well, perhaps just a little blusher.
As I was saying, that Crench fellow, is he your nephew then?
Yes, that's right, yes.
As you well know, I speak my mind. Is he all there? Is he sample in the head?
What do you mean?
Can he make head nor tail of his sermons?
Well, he does have a wonderful grasp of theology, even if his way of delivering the message can be a bit obscure, yes. You have to delve deeper to discover the true meaning of what he's preaching, yes.
Twaddle. And who is this Laura he's always on about? I don't hold with men of the cloth being involved with members of the opposite gender. It turns them away from the true path of righteousness. How can a man retain his purity when he gives in to the wicked temptations of the flesh? I'll say no more because I don't want to pollute my own mind.
Well, sometimes I do wonder about young Edwin, yes. I know the Archdeacon had his doubts and thought that she was just a figment of his imagination. Sometimes I wonder if he was right. Edwin talks about her a lot, but no one has ever met her.
He's a bampot, and it seems the queerness runs in the family.
Anyway, Mr. Murdoch, would you be so kind as to let me borrow the key to the wine cellar, as it were.
And why would you want that?
Well, it's just that Francis, the abbot, allows me to have the occasional bottle of claret.
Oh no. He's told me that he will no be having any more of his wine.
What? Oh, how bothersome!
Look, alcohol is the brew of the deal. It disturbs the mind and leads people down the path of unholiness. It befuddles their brains and leaves bare the temptation of sin.
Oh.
Look, I have hidden the key in a safe place where it won't be found. Anyway, it's time for silent reading, and I need to keep an eye on another couple of bambots.
Oh, well, I suppose I shall have to buy a bottle from the shop in the village. Now, where did I put my purse?
And from humans to God. I can't read with you doing that. Try to read a big. I can't help it. How am I supposed to read when you're doing that? Can't help it. Well, you can. You're going to get us into trouble, you are, as usual. Look, I can't concentrate if you keep making that stupid noise.
I can't help it. I've got the hiccups.
Well, what are you, a complete and utter retard? Actually, I've heard that if you put a key down the person's back, it stops the hiccups.
I've heard that as well.
What a girl. Stop being a girl. Oh, for goodness sake. Complete retard. That key's down your bottom. He's got a key in his bottom.
Well, what about breathing in and out of a brown paper bag?
What? Like Spencer does when he's having one of his turns. Look, I'm Spencer.
What a retard.
Brothers, this is supposed to be silent reading. Try this glass of water.
Oh! Retard. For God's sake. Oh, you got it on the Bible. You're going to hell now.
You're going to hell.
What the wimp needs is a good fright. Ah! Aye, it never fails.
I can't help it.
Now who's the retard? Have some water. The parable I have chosen for today is the one about the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Want what? I have read and I've reread the passage, but it doesn't say. Does it mean I shall not want earthly goods like a motor car or a piece of toast or a new watch? Actually, I do need a new watch. I took mine off some days ago and I left it on top of some clothes, but it seems that Laura, that's my girlfriend, who does exist, she didn't notice and she collected them all up and put them in the washing machine, only my watch didn't survive the spin cycle. Laura wasn't happy. She said that the metal parts shredded her bras, and I told her she shouldn't have put those things in with my washing because it's dirty to have unmarried people's clothes together in the washing machine. Then she told me not to be so silly, and I told her I wasn't being silly, and she said I was. So I stormed out of the kitchen and I went to sit in my bedroom, only I tripped over the carpet, and when I fell I hit my head on the door. And anyway, later in the day, after Laura had said she was sorry and that I was right all along, I asked her what it meant by the Lord is my shepherd, and she said it's because we're all God's sheep. And I told her she was being silly again. We are not sheep, we're not covered in wool. And Laura said it was figurative. So I asked her why sheep, why not cats or polar bears or iguanas or kangaroos or sand eels or cats or grapes or bananas. Anyway, it was a silly analogue because it doesn't make sense. And she said that shepherds look after the sheep in the same way in which God looks after us. And I said they don't just look after their sheep, they take them to the market and sell them to butchers who kill them and cut them up and put the pieces of them on those little cardboard trays you find in shops and supermarkets. And I said, is that what God is going to do to us? He'll trick us and he'll lead us into a slaughterhouse where we'll all be killed and cut up into pieces and sold off to cannibals. And I told her she'd got it all wrong, and because God is kind and would never do a thing like that. Then she said it's no use talking to me, and she was going to watch Abandoned Engineering on the television. And I said I didn't care, and I went into my bedroom, only I tripped upon the carpet again, and again I banged my head on the door, and I said a very rude word, and I called her up. And that is the end of the parable for today.
Oh Lord, I had a dream last night, don't let it come true. I was trapped in heaven